So let's talk briefly about some upcoming products. One I'm really looking forward to is Middenheim, City of the White Wolf. Middenheim is the largest city in Middenland. It's ruled by Graf Boris Todbringer. It may be a location in certain large and sweeping campaigns that we're releasing, and if you want to get the most out of Power Behind the Throne, you might also want to pick up the Middenheim sourcebook, though you certainly don't need to, but there's so much good stuff in there. I'm just after finished going through the feedback from our editorial team, and it's super exciting, and I want to talk about more than I'm allowed to talk about, but it's really good. It includes rules for how to make Middenlander NPCs. A lot of what we've released has been in support of the Reichland as a setting, but if you want to get out of the Reichland and start tromping around Middenheim or Middenland more broadly, that's a great book to start with. There's also an extra career in there for extremely devoted followers of Ulrich that I think is super cool. If you've ever wanted to see what a mix of a priest and Bear Grylls might look like, that is the career for you. And I'm looking forward to announcing that one too more fully. The Middenheim sourcebook collects a lot of material that's been released over the last 30 years, updated for 4th edition, along with some new content that I think is really cool. And it's just one of the most comprehensive sourcebooks on a city that I have seen in many years of playing role-playing games. So I'm extremely excited for you all to get your hands on that. So if you've been following along with the Enemy Within news, you'll know that Enemy in Shadows is available to buy right now in shops and from Cubicle 7 Games. And Death on the Reich, the next part of the adventure, has been released in PDF with the companion soon to follow. And with that done, I've been looking forward to the third part of the campaign, which is Power Behind the Throne. Power Behind the Throne will be released along with its companion volume again, following the same format, and with its collector's edition, if you really want to get your hands on those beautiful books. The covers for the special edition are looking really cool as well. So I do think that those are a selling point all by themselves, and they'll be teased as soon as they're available for pre-order. Power Behind the Throne is looking great. There's a lot of nice things in there that will help you run it, because if you're familiar with it from previous editions, you'll know that it can be challenging on the GM. I certainly found it challenging in playtesting to track all of the NPCs, but the end result is a story of intrigue and backstabbery and betrayal that just feels so good, and it's really rewarding to see players navigate through that, start to pick up on plots, decide who they like and who they don't, decide who they trust, sometimes wrongly, and who they don't, and just to see all the opportunities for advancement that exist, because I think it's a place where your characters can really start to gain influence within the Empire at large and not just their own lives, which makes it a very enjoyable adventure to run, and it's a very enjoyable one to watch your players stumble through, or do a little better than stumble if they happen to know what they're doing, but generally stumble through. So I'm really looking forward to that coming out as well and seeing what everybody has to say about it. That's it. And then beyond that, we have the Horned Rat, which is also exciting. So if anything I've talked about today sounds interesting, and it should, everything is available from the Cubicle 7 Games store on cubicle7games.com or from your friendly local game retailer. As well as that, whenever you order anything from our web store, you get the PDF straight away, so you can dive in and start getting a preview immediately. You might also want to check out the C7 blog at cubicle7games.com and just click on news and events. That's got all our latest news across all our lines, WFRP and other games included. You might also want to check us out on social media. So if you go to Twitter, we're at Cubicle7. On Facebook, we're at Cubicle7 Entertainment. And on Instagram, we're Cubicle7. If you're a big fan, you'll also sign up for our newsletter on the website so you can keep up to date with all of our releases and news the moment we announce it. So thanks again. I've been Pàdraig Murphy, the producer on Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and I hope you have a great day.